You're listening to the Boldcasters.
You're listening to Season 2, Episode 12, Part 2, Craft JAX.
This is Boldcastify, the bold new way to podcast.
With host Clay, Jason, Justin, Rob, and Gary. That location, unfortunately, Veterans United.
That location sucks.
It's in like a serious way.
It's tucked away in like an industrial loop.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
It's an industrial park.
And you can tell that it's ran very military stylistic.
You want to know something? I'm not a super big fan of their beer.
They are all very
monotone.
yes.
Yeah.
Even their what was the
I'll say this about Veterans United: I've never had a terrible beer.
no, their beers aren't bad.
They're kind of even kill across.
Right.
Like
They
nothing
all
to me
taste
that I
very
have from
similar.
them pops out. You know, I'll tell you what.
You want to make pretty good.
You want to make the best pork belly? You braise that inside the Raging Blonde. That's a great pork
The
belly.
Raging Blonde's not bad. The Hot Banshee's okay. Like
I'm not a big fan of Hot Banshee. It's alright, but it's
as far as IPAs go, it's alright. It's kind of like
middle of the road. Yeah, you're pretty right on that. But the cool part about it, everyone is military. Everyone's retired military, former
which
military.
being from like Jacksonville is a huge
it
military
definitely
town.
goes with that.
yes.
They hit their market.
Yeah,
they did.
Ron Gamble, I think he was retired Navy or something.
Yeah, retired Navy.
There's like Air Force guy involved and money side, monetary side.
Yeah. So I mean, but they the scale that they are producing on is unreal.
They're pretty big.
They started
I think
canning.
they're
They started canning.
Are they a 30 barrel? I think they're either a 30 barrel or they might be 15 barrel. I don't know what their brew house is, but I think they're 15 or maybe a little bit bigger.
It's an impressive setup.
Yeah, it is. It is.
We can borrow at least. Speaking of like, not to get back to them, but their brew setup is pretty nice, man.
It's pretty big
really
too
big,
for when they came in out of nowhere with.
Yeah, I expect them to be impactful for long term because of location and what they're doing.
I think one of the dark horses that's going to come out that a lot of people are going to, kind of hop it back towards the beach, but is Southern Swell, man. Like,
I
Southern Swell's going to do it.
I think they're going to be. I think they're going to be the next up there with Ardwolf and Intuition.
Big thing.
Like quality of beer. Because those guys are
they do
legit. They came from like legit homebrew side. Like they love to experiment, and they make some good beer.
And they do something that I don't feel like another brewery is really pushing right now. Those really like milkshake IPAs that
Like the New England style IPAs.
Yeah.
No one really does those here. And the couple people that kind of label theirs as that, it's not like that.
No,
And theirs are done right. To fill the void.
I gotta get back out there.
Delicious.
I have not been out there.
We haven't been out there since they started doing their own beer.
Go out there, check it out.
Well, that's on them for being at the beaches, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a ride. It's not the ride there, it's the ride back after being like 6 beers.
Always the ride back.
I want a brewery that's got the balls to open on the west side. That's what I'm trying to do.
Hey man, Bearded Buffalo, if they ever open up, they're landing is freaking
Castle.
Yeah, exactly. You won't get much more west side. It's a bowling alley.
You know how you make it work? You make it a barbecue place / craft brewery.
/ bowling alley.
Or fried chicken place / craft brewery. I'm all over it every day.
He's really
My heart will explode within a month.
Yeah.
We need a replacement for Jimmy's Chicken Shack on the west side anyway.
Southern Swells, I would definitely agree. The Feel the Void, which is kind of part of the thing we're doing this for, is their craft beer issue that came out.
Yeah.
Really good issue if you haven't seen it.
One other question. Atlantic Beach Brewing.
That's what I was going to get into. Is the location that was going to occupy Southern Swells, but they decided not to because Southern Swells is going there. They went to Atlantic Beach instead. They're going to be Jack's Beach Brewing. Anywho,
What a twist.
it is.
They're pretty. I went there about a month ago, and they have their own beers on tap, and they were pretty solid as well. It was a nice facility.
It is. They're slowly getting into things.
They got one thing going against them, and that's their name. Because most places that are named like that don't do very well.
And you want to know something? Their logo kind of looks like the old Land Shark logo. You might
That's
notice
what
that.
I thought.
Yeah.
I honestly thought.
I did mention that to the owner.
The first time I seen it, I was like, it looks a lot like the Land
That
Shark.
was all his wife's doing. He made it very clear.
Happy wife, happy life is how it goes.
That's kind of how I picked up on it.
I went out there once when they had their beers on tap, because I think they opened with their beers on tap.
Yes, they did.
It was kind of unheard of.
Yes, he made it very clear he wanted to open with the beers on tap.
So waiting 6 months before you could open to get the permits, more power to you.
Yeah.
That's a man's man.
That's a bold move.
Yeah. They talked to their, I think, owner's son, one of the owner's sons, Spencer. They've got some crazy things coming on tap.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm more of like, okay, what do you got that's different? You know?
Yeah.
They just released their St. Augustine, which is, I want to say, St. Augustine Distillery special.
Did they do a beer and put it in a used barrel from the distillery?
I think so.
Yes, I believe so.
And they're also doing
Quick turnaround. How long have they been open? How long have they been brewing their beer? Because some of the barrel aged beers rest in the barrel for up to a year.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't think they've been open for that long. They've
been brewing for a minute.
Yeah, maybe they brewed and put in, just had it chill in the barrel. Yeah.
Because of course they have all their stuff already.
Yeah. So
they have that Goza.
But they have a raspberry porter that is really good.
Really?
That's one of my favorites.
So delicious.
They have a double IPA. They have a rye IPA,
which I thought was a little strange too.
Rye IPA could work. It's actually pretty good.
I had it.
They're working on like a Limerita kind of thing.
That's what
I don't want to say. I don't want to call it Limerita.
No, it's not a Limerita. It's a Margarita Goza.
Margarita Goza.
That's what craft beer Limerita.
Yeah.
And they actually went to ABC Liquor and bought 40 cases of tequila. Dumped it in.
Silver.
40 cases.
And they dumped straight tequila in?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not sure how old. I can imagine a lot of sour.
It's two brothers.
I can imagine a lot of beer.
Someone who brews,
it's
like,
two twin brothers.
dumping straight liquor into your beer is like, so when a lot of people do those barrel aged beers, they put them in the barrel, and you. So this is right at the beach. Green Room did a tequila barrel aged Goza. Right?
Yes.
When they got those tequila barrels, they turned them upside down and dumped out a lot of tequila into. I mean, they dumped it out into like pitchers and then bottled it and like kept the tequila and drank it. But the barrels were wet.
That's savvy.
Yeah, so you don't want to like. It's going to be interesting putting the straight, like character of the wood in the barrel, like that barrel character is in that wood.
Yeah,
so it just seems like that could be kind of abrasive. I mean, I'm interested to try it.
Yeah,
see how it turns out.
You know, it's going to be a carbonated tequila, so it's going to come out like that.
They're probably put in some
I've done some experimenting in my house where I've got a beer that I don't particularly care for, like a straight up. Okay, I bought a New Belgium pack and it had Ranger in it. I'm not crazy about Ranger. Yeah, they make Ranger good for a tiny bit of bourbon in it. Guess what? All of a sudden it's great.
If you're talking about setups, you see that setup that they had at Atlantic Beach? That was
they got a nice
that is a big setup. It's like having especially short stout tanks.
They got a really nice facility.
Yes, they do. For taking up an entire front section and a whole back room, tap room.
Yeah.
They did pretty cool. Yeah. I like, especially after talking to the owner's son and a couple of the owners, the head brewmaster, Rory, I like the direction they're going.
Yeah, I'm all for it, you know?
Trying different things in different intervals.
Should we branch out to St. Augustine?
I think we should. Well, real quick, let's touch on Zeta real quick since we're still at the beach.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Zeta.
It happens.
Maybe that flatbread.
Wow. Shots fired.
So they do a good brunch on Sundays.
Yeah,
I hear that's the word street.
Yeah.
They got really good flatbreads.
Yes, they do. I got a flatbread.
And they're about to start doing meads and ciders in there. So,
whoa, that place is tiny.
Yeah.
That's a bold move.
It is.
Well, I mean, it fits the clientele. I mean, most people are going there for their brunch, not for their beers.
I think the last beer I had from them was like a lemonade beer of some type.
It was
lemonade lemonade.
It was
Lousy lemonade, huh?
Yeah, something like that. Like Mountain Dew.
But they feel like, to me, it feels like they're just caught up in the craft beer craze, which more power to them.
Yeah.
The beach people are riding that wave.
Yeah. And they're on to Waterside, so you don't have to cross 3rd.
No.
This is true.
So like everyone's like, it's I know. It's like you live on that like the water side, like
You're good.
Me personally, I go up 1 block, cross 3rd, hit green room.
Yeah, 100%. Nothing personal. Just I like what's over there at Green Room right now better.
Yeah.
Green Room is top 3 for me. Green Room is top 3 for me.
You know,
Yeah, it's definitely.
we need to bring it back before we go out to St. Augustine. I forgot one. Gary touched on it.
There's one I've been saving for last. But go ahead.
Our Wolf.
That's it. Go ahead.
Oh man, they
Amazing.
yes.
Michael
One of the
Payne,
best-
Kevin Gray, dude, some of the best brewers in
100%.
Northeast Florida.
Yes.
Like not just Jacksonville, but Northeast Florida. They're
Without a doubt.
They do.
phenomenal.
Why are we
Standing
dancing around Our Wolf and Intuition? They're clearly 1 and 2.
Yeah, they're 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Ponies.
It's amazing, dude. Dude, they make the best stouts in Jacksonville. Nobody
all
hits the
drink?
stouts like they do.
Whenever we got down here.
You know,
Yes.
early bird special.
Yeah, early bird.
Early bird special.
That's true.
3 out of the 5 was we're like early birds on tap.
And what I love about Ardwolf is they have an amazing facility. Everyone there is dope as hell. Like the people that work there are super cool.
Yep.
But all their beers are like they do so many different styles of beer. But they don't just do different styles of beer. They're all solid.
Yeah, they're all
solid.
some of them are even
like
really
the nonchalant IPA, amazing.
But they are the sour brewery.
They,
right now.
the Sarah
hipster.
Lovely, the hipster popsicle.
Yeah.
They do a lot. They are actually the only brewery in Jacksonville that has a foeder, which is a wood vat that you inoculate with bacteria, and they put a beer, they sour it in there. So I mean, it's super awesome, man. Like they're doing great things, man. They're my favorite brewery in Jacksonville.
As a stout person, whatever style they have on rotation is great. White Russian,
Early Bird.
Hot
What's the so they have Early Bird, they have the Zardoz, they have the White Russian, they have the El Mariachi.
Yeah, El Mariachi.
Those are kind of like
El Mariachi.
and then like he said, Styrofoam Pony, which is their bait, like which is their standard, you know, their constant. They always have that on.
So
that beer's amazing.
Shoot. Yeah, we can go
They're
on
just
and
amazing,
on and
man.
on.
I love our.
They do incredible work.
The only
Always.
brewery I can name more beers for is probably Intuition.
Yeah, and Intuition, talk about facilities. And look, a fucking stone's throw from the stadium, right?
Yeah,
Like,
makes watching the Jaguars a lot more tolerable.
I mean, you can almost sit on their freaking upstairs deck up there, their upstairs, and watch the big screen.
Yep,
You
you
can.
can.
How awesome is that?
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah,
Their
they're
awesome was Underguard.
Underdog's good.
Yeah, it was very
It's
good.
good. It's a good stout. Good
It
barrel.
was probably my
I think
favorite.
that's pretty much barrel aged King Street. Like,
Yeah,
King
it is.
Street is barrel aged King
It
Street.
is.
Which to me, you know, I love Intuition, but to me, like, do it barrel aged King Street. But if you're gonna do your anniversary beer, do a different recipe. Like, make it a different stout. Like,
Yeah, I see where you're going with it, but it was such like innovative. I think.
I see where you're going with it, but I freaking love King Street.
And King Street. Well, here's the thing. King Street. Do you remember having King Street when they first opened? King Street has changed.
It has.
When it first
100%
opened,
has.
it was super viscous. It was creamy. It was
I thought it was a little more
robust. It was more bold. Like now, it's a more easy drinking stout. It's still a very solid beer.
Yeah.
But I liked it
more
better.
easy to everyone's palate.
Yeah, it kind of hits more. Yeah, I agree with that.
Exactly.
Now,
Now stuff like blows me away.
Oh, dude, they're amazing. Like I said, that's number 2 for me.
what was
I like what the shotgun.
Yeah.
what was the
Their
last?
truck stop.
The lavender treated honey badger I just had.
Yeah.
Yeah, the honey badger is fantastic.
I'm not even
I
gonna
love
say
that.
song guy.
Yeah,
That was great.
I
Yeah.
love the honey badger.
they're fantastic, man.
Shotgun Shack.
I think that sounds familiar. Yeah.
Sounds right. That one's pretty good.
And they were right here on King Street before they moved.
Yep.
You know, they still have that facility. They still brew at that facility. They just don't serve there anymore. I mean, why when you have it's
Right.
But you got the night at that facility.
Oh yeah,
downtown.
you don't need. Well,
Right by
have
the jail though, so like jail. It's like Intuition, Maxwell House, jail.
Jail.
Like,
That's just
Police
the
station.
Uber there.
the mystery
Yes.
of downtown Jacksonville.
Yes, because like
Whole other story.
leaving out of there, you're just like, okay, headlights,
Yeah.
both arms,
10 and 2, right? Like,
yeah.
I bet 300 hard cold.
the good thing is the cops are used that are either going home or they're coming there with someone in the back because they're not really worried about you.
True. Yes, definitely.
Intuition probably has the most elaborate setup by far that we have in the city.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, they do have the most elaborate setup in the city.
Ard Wolf right now, I would probably have to say Ard Wolf at this point has the best stuff on top.
Yeah.
Talking about cool factor, I'm going to take people to Intuition and Ard Wolf.
Yeah.
You're talking about cool factor. Because you can hit them up both in the same day.
Yeah, not that far from each other.
And that cool old textile factory building right next to the train tracks.
So dope.
It used to be like Ard Wolf, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there's food trucks out there.
Yes.
Which is much needed.
Legit.
It is.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go across the street.
To be
V's?
Yeah.
V's, a little sidecar while you're there.
That's the wings.
Oh, V. Oh, my dude.
Oh,
come on. They're
bring it. Get it in there.
Their wings with the caramelized onions on there, the wood fire. Woo.
Baby.
Fire.
Talking.
Yeah.
All right, let's slow it on down to St. Augustine.
Yeah.
Those beers.
Talking about Bog?
Bog.
Bog used to be Bog. Is it Bog or
Yeah, Bog Brewing. Yeah.
Bog Brewing.
I went there for the first time. Went to go see Slightly Stupid a couple weeks ago, and we popped into Bog.
Yeah.
And solid, man. Solid, small place. Yeah,
Small.
I would say they're nano or micro or macro. Yeah, they're small. I'll say macro, probably macro, nano. They're close. I think they have a 3-barrel system. They do some pretty good beer. Yeah, cool spot.
Yeah.
Good beers. Cool spot. Yeah.
And then you have the one that's right next to the outlets,
Ancient City.
Ancient City, which it really irritates me about Ancient City. Their flagship beer should be their coconut toasted porter.
Should be.
Right there, get over here. Get over here.
That's their best beer.
It is.
They didn't
That's
even
my favorite
can
beer.
it. They didn't even can it.
Do you remember when they were
No.
do you remember when they were before they changed to what they are now? They were
What was it? 7.
It was
Mile marker.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they were in the oldest city in the country, right?
Yeah.
And instead of playing on that, you do a Key West theme,
Yeah.
Dumb.
and they wonder why it failed. And the beer was bad too.
Yes. Except
So they're doing a lot better now.
Yeah.
They got a new.
better.
Yeah, they're doing a lot better now. But still, like, probably one of my
They
least
were
favorite.
setting up for failure.
I'd probably say one of my least favorite. I mean, you real?
Yes. Hey, honestly, that works. I'm fine with it.
Real takes are the best things.
I like
Yeah.
the real takes.
I mean,
But their coconut is definitely my
Dude, the
favorite.
coconut is solid.
that's what it should
It's
be.
yeah, it's super
out of the
solid.
4 beers they can, they didn't can that beer.
That's
Get
crazy.
tropical. Also, get Spanish.
Yeah.
Like a paella.
They had like a
sour.
pecan nut.
Play on that, man.
You got the
Come on.
special release pecan nut they had a few years ago. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But there's not really a lot to
They're
talk
very hit and
about.
miss.
Yeah.
No. And the thing is, kind of going back to what you spoke about with Veterans United, it's kind of
Yeah.
even keel, very flat, very even keel, very middle of the road. But they have a nice setup. It's a very
And they're in a weird location.
Very
too. They're right out there.
industrial.
They're super tucked in the back. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Their veteran spot is kind of weird. Their spot is like really weird. And when the first time we went there, they had weird tap room hours. Like we showed up to get a business. This was when they were still in Linemarker, and we showed up like 2 or 3 years ago. And it was a day. They were supposed to be open. They were closed. Just like, we won't open today. All right.
But obviously they're doing something right because I heard they just opened up their new tap room down in downtown St. Augustine.
Oh, really?
Really? I hadn't heard about that.
Well, that's how you do it downtown St. Augustine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally
Pop flower.
downtown.
That's
By the Bridge of Lions? Like,
Yeah, I think off St. George.
St. George Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
oh, really?
You get Hurricane at Harry's and then walk over to the brewery.
Yeah, okay.
Get serious.
And
And
then
they're doing something.
And then you told me yesterday about a brewery that's been online for about a year that I had never even heard of.
Yes, down in
I want to say
Anastasia Island.
yes.
It's been down there for a couple of years.
I don't know what they're called, but someone was telling me about that. I was like, really? I'm drawing out the key.
Has anybody talked about River City Brewing Company?
No.
No? All right, let's move on then.
No one's talking about River City Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You're listening to the Boldcasters.
Season 2, Episode 12, Craft JAX, only on Boldcastify.
Yeah.
But the one that Jason was trying to reference is actually called Old Coast Ales.
Which I want to check that out. I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
Which is crazy
I
because
haven't heard of them recently.
Usually when we read beer.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's another one in St. Augustine, and you said there's one that's under development now?
Yeah, by the old brewer of A1A Elworks. I guess they stopped brewing beer. So
A1A stopped brewing beer, right?
Really?
Doug is the guy's name.
Yes.
He used to brew there. They stopped brewing beer there. They gave him their equipment. He is actually opening up and I've seen an article about this. He's actually opening up his own brewery down there.
Yep.
Kind of like how Eric Lumen was a brewer. Because so A1A and Seven Bridges are owned by the same like umbrella group, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So Eric Lumen, who used to brew at Seven Bridges, left, started brewery. Now Doug's leaving A1A and starting his own thing. I can't remember the name of the brewery.
I want to say Red Dog, but I think I'm destroying his
The
name.
building's red.
Yep.
So it's probably close, but
I don't know.
Yeah. They're already good. So I'll be curious to try because he makes some good beer.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's a cool spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they shut down A1A Elworks. I didn't know that.
So what do we got? Like 3 weeks till season?
We're getting there.
And
Let's preview. We're coming up next with the Circle Up Prowl. in just a few
Beer and
minutes.
Jaguars go hand in hand.
It does. Especially, there's a lot of beer is needed with the Jaguars.
Yes.
At least for the last decade, right?
I got a shotgun of beer every 30 minutes to get me ready for it.
All right, we got one more brewery on tap. Well, we got Crooked Rooster. I guess we can touch on that real quick.
Haven't been there. I've heard their spot's pretty cool. They're going to start doing their own beer pretty soon. They're out in McClenny.
Yes.
It's a little bit of a drive.
It is.
But
Off 121.
But pioneers selling beer on McClenny.
in McClenny, do you craft beer in McClenny? That's a bold move.
It is that bold move. I've watched them do it. Greg, fantastic person, really personable. The entire group out there, very personable to everyone. They get
How
to
do you
know.
describe beer to the people? Like, what does this taste like?
Well, I've actually seen them have described. This is similar to that to Miller Lite.
It's like a hoppy Miller Lite.
You know my buddy Jackson.
in there.
He works for Cavalier. He works for the distributor Cavalier. That's one of his accounts. He loves it out there. They have live bands.
Yes.
He goes out there. He's like, man, it's a cool little spot. Like, you know, they actually have a lot of people. You'd be surprised that are in locals here. Yeah, locals that are in
A lot of
the whole craft beer thing is really starting to go more mainstream.
It is.
To be.
I think you can sell it. You can sell it anywhere. You can sell it in the country. You can sell it in the city.
It's like good food, right? It's like people that don't like sushi at first. Oh, I don't know if I like
100%.
whatever. And then you take them and you let them get like a fried roll, like a shrimp tempura roll or something,
Dynamite roll.
and the dynamite. And they try it and they're like, wow, this is actually pretty good. And then next thing you know, you got them eating tuna tataki and just. So it kind of like
You gotta have them gateway drugs before you start dropping sours on them.
do. Most definitely.
Yeah, for sure. They're Greg Shepard and his wife. They're doing incredible work out there. They've got, like you said, a very eclectic place for McClenny, especially.
I need to take a trip out there and go check it out. I haven't been out there yet.
I need to go out there too. He's been out there like a handful of times.
Yeah, they're great people. That's the reason I keep going back.
Yeah.
I like where they're personable, and they're very personable.
Yeah, and I guess like,
And you have to be with that environment, especially trying to get a whole bunch of people acclimated to something they don't normally drink when they're used to drinking, well, Miller Lite, Bud Light, and God knows what else.
Probably doors.
Moonshine, something new.
Bush.
Yeah, Bush.
I'm gonna need some moonshine this season.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah,
Get cold enough for that.
Well, I'm out in McClenny a lot now, so I'll talk to my cousin.
Some white lightning.
yeah, you're gonna have.
I'll ride the Lightning for Jaguar games.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to hook them some moonshine.
Yes, I'll look at
This one right here got me some apple pie
Oh yeah.
moonshine, some lemon drop moonshine. That made the Jaguars
2
worth
years
it.
ago.
That
Yes.
I made it a little bit more bearable.
I've got a few cousins in McClenny. Anyways, we'll step to our last brewery, the only one in Clay County, to my knowledge.
Binglehead.
Binglehead.
Yeah.
Like a staple, been out there forever. Attached to Brewer's Pizza, some of the best, like the smacker, dude. Like
Hands down.
that freaking spart cheese crust on there will change your life. It is so good, man.
Square pizza dish.
And dude, and their beers are solid. They finally moved to where they have so many of their own beers on tap. I mean, that's our watering hole pretty much.
It is.
They are a lot, you know.
I mean, that is definitely
it's close to the house.
Very close to the house.
Close to the highway. Like you said, the only brewery in Orange Park.
Yep. There's been talks about other ones,
Pinkle Head
but nothing's
Red.
really come around.
Pinkle Head Red's a staple. I really like the Moon Dance. Moon Dance is awesome. Tribal Ride is awesome.
My favorite was Dance Macabre.
Dance Macabre.
Regular.
I know. I love
the Punch Body line.
Yep.
And you know what's cool about them? They do their I hate clowns. So like, it's driving me crazy.
Me too.
I look at it.
Me too.
And that logo. Do you know that logo was literally flash art on a tattoo wall, and the owner walked in and seen it and was just like, "Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna buy it from you. I'm gonna buy the art from you. I'm gonna buy the art from you." Like he paid the guy for the art.
That's awesome.
Mike, and it was
Mike,
actually named Pinklehead because that's what he called. I think it was his brother, and then I think his brother ended up passing away, and that was just like his nickname for his brother. So that's why he went with the whole.
Okay.
Clowns just aren't my thing. A lot of people like it.
And they're not.
But what I do, what's so cool about it is they do something different than almost everyone. They celebrate their anniversary around October.
Yep.
And they do Phobia Fest, which is so much fun, dude.
That is one of the best
they have the
celebrations
costumes
in this city.
It's great, dude. They have
Or the greater area.
It lasts.
If you have kids, it's a kind of like a mix because like during the day, they kind of have the games for the kids.
Yes.
And then as it gets towards the night, they'll have like live bands. They kind of roll with their kind of creepy theme. It's one of my favorite brewery anniversary parties.
It is
in the city.
really fun.
Absolutely. It is definitely one of the best ones. And it's growing every year.
I love the place. I mean, I'm there. We're there, 3-4 times
A couple times a week.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey, it's 10:15 now, so I might end up there on the way home. But they'll probably be closed by the time we get there.
Maybe. This one's gone a little long, but hey, it's a good one.
Yeah.
But usually we're there at least a few times a week. Undoubtedly.
Mind driving it up.
Mind Drive is where it's at.
Mind Drive is a good one. But I mean, even some of their new ones, the pickle juice is pretty good.
Yeah. The blood orange.
The blood
is
orange
my
pickle juice.
jam.
It doesn't even taste like.
No.
It tastes like juice.
Yes.
Yes, that one.
Yes.
Pound them things. It's quaffable, as they say.
I really like the Grandpa Cough so that was
Yeah, that was really good too. That was a good one. Great band too.
I love
Yeah.
that.
And they were at Roosters not too long ago.
Which is crazy because they moved to Asheville. You know that? They relocated to Asheville,
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Which is, you're over to Asheville, not getting off topic, but
They'll
take a trip up there. That's
seriously.
I got a buddy who went there just for
amazing. Yeah, oh yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
tourism.
It's like Riverside on crack. It's legit. It's crazy.
Then you have the My Own Summer.
Yeah.
That one.
My Own Summer, My Endless Summer.
Very pretty.
Yep.
Strong.
It's a very strong double.
It's a blonde.
Double blonde.
Yeah. Like Imperial blonde.
Imperial blonde. That's it. Yeah.
Imperial devil. They're the same.
Yes, I don't know how you want to put it. People had offers a whole bunch of things you don't see in certain aspects in other places around town. Their beer is unique. It's not. I don't think you ever see it canned like Jason was telling me the other day.
They don't offer bottle. They don't just really distribute. The only thing they really distribute is bread. That's all you see around town. Everything's pretty much in house. They don't really. They do some bottles for Phobia Fest.
Yep.
Other than that, they don't really can or bottle anything. You get growlers to go like anywhere around here.
Right.
It's a dope place, man.
It is. It really is.
It's probably one of the most slept on breweries. It is the most slept on brewery.
Yeah.
I mean,
Greater Jacksonville.
Steve Howard's doing good stuff over there, man.
He owes me a peanut butter stout, but none of that were good. and
Bring back Miss Lovin'.
extra shout out to Brewers because they, for 2 years straight now, they open up early for us whenever the Jaguars play in London.
That is fun.
They do breakfast pizza.
That right there is dedication.
That's special. That's dedication. That's special too.
Dude, that's like catering to your customers, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And beer
forever.
9:30 in the morning.
We'll be there. We'll be there this year, probably, right?
Yeah. It will be.
Oh, yeah,
the
well.
Baltimore Ravens.
That sausage gravy on that pizza is so serious.
Yeah, dude.
All right, last but not least, let's wrap up with a couple places coming and going. And where do you want to see beer in the next 10 years, or the craft scene in Jacksonville?
Beer in Jacksonville next to I want to see this place explode. I want there to be like beer. The point I want to get it, like Gary said, it's already getting to that point where you're like that.
We've got 17 breweries.
That brewery just, but in Asheville, like Gary's talking about, I've yet to go there, but I hear there's like
It's amazing.
brewery on top of brewery.
Dude, you can literally walk and hit brewery after brewery after brewery after brewery after brewery after brewery. It's insane. We got, and see, here's the thing about Jacksonville, like compared to say somewhere like Asheville, we're so spread out, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I mean, it's like 30 minutes everywhere you go. Like if I'm right here, 20 minutes to the beach, like 15 minutes to me. 15, 20 minutes to Orange Park.
yeah.
You can shoot right over to Argyle and like that.
Yeah, we're talking about different scenes because, like, if you're doing the beach bars, you're committing to the beach.
You are committed to the beach. You're not
the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess what I'm saying is like I just want to see it on that level,
Yeah.
the Asheville level.
Like so basically each little part of our towns has so
Has
much
all
stuff
little
around.
things.
Yeah.
I want to see something else in Orange Park.
Yeah, I like to see
Yeah, I
something
mean,
else
I'm not there, so I want to see. I want to see some place that specializes in the food pairing.
like
Bars
legit,
never go well. That's fine. But like,
so you're saying like legit, like do good food and then brew beers, but offer like a rotating, like say you come in and they offer like specials, like okay, so tonight we did a special, we made this to pair with this beer.
yes.
I agree. I love food. I love beer, man. So
There's a small. It's not a very small pub. It's like a 3-story pub in Georgia, and it's called the Brick Store Pub, and they do that
Food pairing.
food pairing. It's really I didn't participate because it's kind of expensive. It's pretty cool. I read it, and it's like it's pretty elaborate menu. They usually do like 7-course meal, and then each course is different beer.
Okay.
So it's like you're working
beer dinner.
Yeah, you're
Pretty
working.
You're working through all that. But yeah, I'd like to see something else in Orange Park. Well, not necessarily Orange Park, but some more in Clay County.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get a little more expansion.
Maybe that's how you say
Something-
Orange Park Mall just filled with craft beer.
Maybe so. Something probably north side-ish. Because there's nothing really on the north side. Ocean Way. Yulee.
Do you think a craft brewery can survive on the north side?
I think it could.
You think so? Like off golf, like you talking about like golf fairs through town?
No.
I don't know, man. Like,
I don't know golf fairs until. I mean, that's
hell yeah, pair with some good barbecue.
I think.
you put it in a barbecue place. Yeah, it'd be fun.
Hey man, speaking of Blue Boys, man, you ever been to Blue Boys?
Oh, Blue Boys is my jam.
Yeah, when I used to work out at Humanity, we were there all the time. Blue Boys, man.
Blue Boys and their sandwiches and sausages.
That Blue Boys brew some beer.
That is.
Red ales and smoked porters with barbecue.
The north side, yeah, if they could sustain something out there, that would be. That's like the only side of town that doesn't have something.
No, it doesn't.
And if you put it around like the airport, I think
Right, that's kind of I was going.
There it is.
I think
That's kind of also an Ocean Way, somewhere in Ocean Way, north, even Yulee.
That's a good idea
Because you don't have anything in Nassau County.
Come in, like, oh hey, what's that? Boom, let's pop in.
Yeah.
So there's nothing in Nassau County that I know.
That's weird too. Surprisingly,
Yeah.
you get
Fernandina Beach Brewing.
Fernandina Beach.
Get out.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it. So $12.
How about the Jaguars?
Gozas or $12 stouts out there for Fernandina. That's the market right there.
Yeah, dude.
What do you like to see in 10, 12 years?
In 10 to 12 years, man, I want to see I'll tell you one thing I don't want to see. I don't want to see breweries just keep popping up to money grab.
I agree with that.
I don't want to see bad beer.
I want to see specialty breweries.
I want to see like the breweries we love around town just continue to thrive and get better.
I'm sure. I'm definitely sure.
And I want to see like some more smaller breweries that like are popping up. Like I want to see like
on the high period.
yes, I want to see some of the home brewers in the local homebrew club that are great brewers. I want to see them like be able to fulfill their dreams a little little bit and maybe open up something like a 1 barrel, 2 barrel, and then let that grow. And I just don't want to see craft beer is getting to the point now where in the past couple of years it's became big business.
Yeah,
like before, people that did it, it was your artisans, like people that were passionate and loved it, man, and they did it not to make a whole lot of money. Of course, when you make a business, you're making money. You want to make money. Like, you can't do it for free, right? But you have people that did it as a hobby, and they were like, you know what? I'm going to take my life savings, I'm going to roll the dice.
Yeah, makes sense.
And a lot of them hit it, So that's kind of what I want to see. I want to see kind of like just a little bit more smaller side of things, and then just the other breweries just continue to do what they're doing, making good beer. Like, I don't want to see people selling out. Like, I would see like Intuition sell, which Ben Davis already said he would.
Yeah, he's not gonna pull Wicked Weed.
Yeah, so that's what I want to see, man. Just
that's well said. That's well spoken.
You don't want some fake ass Avril Lavigne brewery. You want like a legit ass, no effects.
Yeah,
Lagwagon brewery.
I hear that live.
I would like to see something to wrap it up that's exclusive, like a sour, something that stays with sours.
Oh, I got
you. We already
you.
have meads.
Yeah, we don't really have like a straight sour, like
It's a
like
straight
Cascade brewing,
exactly.
or I got you, like someone that just specifically specializes in sours.
One thing,
yeah.
You want it to be for the love of the game.
Exactly.
That's what you want.
Love the game. Sounds cool. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and a special thanks to Gary for his first time with us on Boldcasters and for his plethora of knowledge. And
thanks for having me. It's been a blast.
It's been great fun, and we hope to have him for more Boldcasters. All right, guys, we're going to tune out. Thanks for following us. This is episode 12 of the Boldcasters, season 2. Deuces from the catacombs.
If this is your first time listening, then thanks for stopping by. This has been a Boldcastify production and is produced just for the people of Duval and beyond. Also, show notes and upload dates are found at boldcastify.com. Come back often and feel free to add the podcast to your favorites on Spreaker, SoundCloud, and YouTube. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, and Snapchat at Boldcastify. All links are on social media. Think bold. Speak bold. Live bold. Boldcastify.